All right, we are gonna be starting in a few minutes. What? Okay. All right. Alrighty. All right. Great. Uh, okay, we're live now. Are we? All right. Okay, just making sure that the whole stream is working. Great. I hope I'm on the right stream. Whoa! I've just been told that people can't hear anything. Whoa! I was on mute. Oh, thank you so much, Angel Eyes. Thank you so much for letting me know. Shout out to you. All right, so I guess I'll start again. I have just been promoted to a senior consultant in Mary Kay. Some people would say that I promoted myself. That's quite true because there are stipulations for getting each. There are stipulations for getting any stage. All right, and a couple of people have helped me along the way. I'll mention them because I can't but help appreciating them. All right. But thank you so much for joining the Quintessential Tips podcast this Saturday evening. Thank you so much. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to spend your time with me. So a round of applause for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your presence. All right. I didn't know that I was on mute. Thank you. It's good to have an audience who watches out for one. Okay. I had a side gig. I still have that side gig where I sell, but I sell via a channel, a website. I don't need to show my face. I just place the products in the inventory and then it gets sold. Okay, people can hear me now. Great. So I didn't need to show my face. I was looking for inventory. So I looked at Mary Kay products and I thought that would be a good idea. It would be good products to sell. So I called up my director, who I happen to have known for a long time, but I was never interested. And then she told me that's not the way to go about it. You have to do direct selling. So a couple of things came to mind immediately. Okay, I don't really like being out there. I'm a melancholic. I somehow like keeping to myself. I do socialize, but then I have to go back to my cocoon to recover. So I thought, this is not going to work for me, is it? But I just thought, come to think of it, I need to talk to people. I've just moved into a new location. And I need to meet people, need to make friends while making money, enjoying myself. Okay, I don't like to talk to people. Sometimes I'd say, I think I could come across as socially awkward sometimes. And that's just because I'm thinking about it. Do I do it? Do I not? So I live most of my life in my head. And so I think that's one of the reasons why I have succeeded in jobs where you don't have to interact with people too much. You do the job on to a certain extent, on your computer, okay, on my computer. I'm an IT professional. So how do I overcome what people may consider being socially awkward or just being very reserved? Not knowing people, having to tell them about the product. So the first thing I did was what my director advised me to do. She said, use the products, see how you feel about them. If you like them, you'd be able to recommend the products to other people. So I did that. Okay, I'm taking you down memory lane here. So I did that, and then I loved the products. I thought, wow, okay, these are good products for people to have. Okay, so there were conversations when I started. Some of my friends and family said, well, some people may think I am socially awkward. It depends on what people's definition of being socially awkward is. I don't think I am, but I tend to do better with people I'm familiar with. So I have a close circle of friends. It's small, but they are very, very close friends and family. So my family some members of my family looked at me and said, this really is not for you because you're not the type that goes out to talk to people. You like keeping to yourself. And so you're not cut out for this. Actually, they were right. The me then needed to step out of my comfort zone to do this. So I looked at it. I thought, okay, I'll make friends along the way. I'll I'll expand my social network. If I sell this, I'll be making money. So, well, that's a plus. But it will push me to be what I can become, but haven't tried at all. I thought that was a way to reinvent myself. If I didn't succeed, at least I would learn something about myself and learn something about the world. So I started out. Little did I know that it wasn't about myself. It wasn't just about me. I discovered that my presence alone was encouraging certain people. They'd look at me and think, what is he doing here? If he's here, then certainly we need to be pulling our weight. And so that in itself was a mark of success for me. Now these people are doing well. I'm still in the background. I thought I need to push myself. So I told my director what I wanted to achieve. I don't think I really believed it, because if I did, I probably would have pushed myself harder. And then she gave me a pep talk. Here's what I've learned. You've learned that over time, and now that lesson, or the lessons you've learned, are now speaking for you in terms of success. It becomes second nature to you. However, it wasn't natural. You think it's natural because you're good at it now. So I decided to try. I remember at some point, I just thought, what can I do? So I listened to be better. So I listened to myself. I thought, I sound boring. I sound corny. How many people would really want to listen to me? So it just happened that on a particular day, I was going to be on leave. I was going to start my leave. It was Christmas time. So I came into the meeting and thought, oh, I'm just going to enjoy myself. And I noticed people listen. My director gave me feedback and said, that's it. You got people's attention. So I started. At first, it wasn't natural, but I'm becoming better at it. I'm now cracking jokes live on air. That's not something that I would do. I would do it in the comfort of my social circle, close-knit social circle. And I'll do it. It's not something that I'll think about. It's just something that I'll say spontaneously. People will laugh. Okay. I noticed people started listening more. Okay, that's a bit of reinvention. So here's it. If you want to do something, think about the end goal in mind. It might be that the end goal will shift as you go along, but start with what you see. Start with the vision, work your way backwards, and then start thinking about how you're going to get to that end goal from where you are. Start where you are and then move forward. What I did learn, whenever whenever I succeeded at something, I got more confidence to even try. If it didn't pan out well, if I failed, then I didn't really fail at life. I just failed at that particular task. That is feedback. Learn something new. Okay? Take feedback, process it, change it. Some of us went to evening school. Take the feedback and then use it as a springboard for your next step, your next set of actions. So that is what I did. Persistence and perseverance. I remember I was strategizing about what I'll do when I came here, and then I had people pushing me. My director and Angel Eyes were pushing me. Just start. At a point, I just thought, if I don't do this quickly, I'm gonna lose support. So I pushed myself. There were bits of there. I wobbled a bit. I still am now, but it's much better. like a baby or like a child, you start learning how to walk. You don't have a baby doesn't have any fear. A toddler starts to walk. A toddler will start first crawl, then get up, fall down, take a few steps, fall down until he or she becomes perfect at it. And that is just life. You try, you are persistent, you persevere, and then you apply consistency. You gain momentum, you don't let it die down, you don't let it die out, you continue. And then you strategize. Your next step, you have to think about it. Think about all the things that can go wrong, not because you're negative. I always take negative comments as feedback. What is this person saying? What is their fear? What is their concern? It might actually be genuine. So I'll take it, think about it, look for a solution. That's what risk management is. You identify a risk, you assess it, and then you manage it. Sometimes risks are actually opportunities that you may not know exist. Once you solve those problems, then they become your advantage. Okay, so those are the things that I've learned, and this level of success has even pushed me to start strategizing for the next level, which I'm hoping to get in less than 6 hours. Okay, and that's what success does. It breeds more confidence. So here's one big thing that I learned: have big dreams, but break it down into small steps. Achieve a bit so that it's not overwhelming. Once you achieve that bit, you'll have confidence to continue. That will build up until a stage where you have a lot of momentum going forward. There's nothing too big to achieve. Once you put your mind to it and put your effort as well, not leaving it here, but taking action, taking steps to actualize it, you will achieve it. It might not be what you set out to achieve from the beginning. It might even be something bigger. And that is what life is about. There are certain things that I'm doing now. I didn't learn them on the platform that I have now. I learned them elsewhere. I've brought those lessons in. Who knows? What I'm learning now might be useful for something bigger that I do not see. So, the big lesson here is to start from where you are, dream big, and move forward. Also have mentors. I had people that were holding me accountable. Whenever I was sleeping, they'll jolt me out of my sleep. Shout out to Angel Eyes. Shout out to director Adirunke Adedojo Dibigo, aka Limitless Loretta. You don't have to succeed at every target. No one succeeds 100% at what they do. As a matter of fact, in certain cases, if you have a 10% success, that's it. That's a good success score. Okay, so that somebody says no does not mean that it's no forever. They might change their mind to yes. It might just be not at the moment. It might be it's not for me. That's fine. You would have learned something. You go on to the next. And so I might not be everyone's cup of tea. Guess what? I will have my own crowd, other people. Those people might be meant for other people. Okay? So you don't have to lose your uniqueness. That's the short form of it. You don't have to lose your uniqueness. Be you. Be the best version of you. Measure your success by who you were yesterday, who you've become today, and eventually who you're striving to become tomorrow. That has been my journey so far in what I'm doing now. I can also say that it has affected how I even think about things outside what I'm doing now, my day job, how I strategize when I try to do other things. So I'm becoming a more rounded person. I hope I have encouraged someone somewhere not to give up, but to be their best at what they are striving to achieve. Be your best today because there's a better you waiting to manifest tomorrow. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you so much for joining me. I've had a wonderful time. That's been my story. I hope to update you very soon, and I want to take you along on my journey. I'm also looking for people whom I can help. You don't have to make mistakes that I've made. That's what mentors are there for. I have made mistakes now. I don't expect somebody coming in to make the same mistakes. I'd be able to identify them the same way my mentors identified mine, while giving me room to grow, giving me room to figure things out myself. And so we're all happy. They're proud of me. I'm happy of what I've achieved thanks to their support and yours